Hey guys, so I've got a haul for you today and I've purchased some things and I've received some things in PR. So what I'm going to do per usual is I will leave the PR things towards the end in case you're not interested. So let's start with the things that I purchased. So I was in Nordstrom the other day and I purchased the Chantecaille Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. I've already done, or I should say I've already recorded a full day wear test for this foundation. I don't know which video is going to go up first. If that one is up, I will link it up here for you. I'll also try and remember to link it down below in my description box. But I really enjoy this foundation. The shade that I got, which is Chamomile, is not quite right. And I feel like there probably isn't a foundation shade that is going to be spot on for me. I feel like I'm going to have to mix this one in with one of their other ones. And I normally wear vanilla in Chantecaille, or at least I wear vanilla in their Just Skin tinted moisturizer. That one seems to work out just fine for me. But one of you actually warned me that the vanilla kind of turns a little bit pink on the skin. So when I swatched it in store, I did notice that. And so I got a little bit nervous and I decided to go for a similar shade depth, but a warmer one. And I think this one's just a little bit too yellow. It's not even just warm. It's just, yeah, the undertone of this isn't quite right. It's okay for my forehead, but it's way too yellow for my jawline. So I think I may, I don't know, I think I may either return this and swap it out for vanilla, or I may buy vanilla and mix it with this one because I do think the vanilla is a little bit too pinky undertone for me. And the next thing I purchased is another thing from Chantecaille. It's one of their Le Chrome Luxe Eye duos, and it's in Tibet. And I have two of them. I have Grand Canal, I think it's called Grand Canal, and I have Kenya, which is their newest one. Tibet is one that I've always eyed, I've always admired, but I just never really bit the bullet, and I couldn't resist this time because I felt like there was the possibility that this was going to be a dupe for a Pat McGrath shadow that I really love, and we are going to find out together right now if it is in fact a dupe or kind of a close match to this Pat McGrath shadow that I've always been obsessed with. So this Pat McGrath shadow, which was part of the Dark Star kit, it's called Mercury Pigment. This is something that she has not come out with in any of her palettes, in any of her singles. It's like a baked formula and it is so beautiful. If I had to pick one shadow to wear for the rest of my life, this would be the one. I don't mention it on my channel very often because you can't get it, but I just love the shadows. Nope, it's a different color, although, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, but here is the Chantecaille, and here's the Pat McGrath. The Pat McGrath has more of a gold undertone. I don't know if you can see like that little bit of like yellow in there, and then the Chantecaille one has, if anything, maybe like a peach undertone. Very, very beautiful, but definitely not a dupe for the Pat McGrath. But the finishes are similar, right? Aren't they beautiful? Let me go ahead and swatch this other one in here. Look at this other one. Isn't that so pretty? So this is the duo, the Chantecaille duo, and that's the Pat McGrath. Ah, I cannot wait to use those. I'm definitely going to use this duo in like my next get ready with me or playing with new makeup kind of videos. So I'm so excited I got this. Have no idea why it took me so long to get it. So I picked those two Chantecaille products up at Nordstrom, and you know, they're having their anniversary sale. So I ended up getting one of these big plastic totes, and they were having a gift with purchase, which I haven't even opened up yet. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. The bag is really cute. It goes along with their summer collection, which has all that red packaging. So here is the little bag. It is, hold on, it's a little smushed here. So it's got this fun tassel, and there is, do you see the little elephant there? So cool. So let's see what is inside. It's probably some skincare samples. I feel like that's what Chantecaille usually hands out. So we have the Gold Recovery Mask, the Blanc Gardenia Brightening Essence, and then the Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum in this cute little gold bottle. So that's really exciting, and I really like this bag. It actually has like a nice long slender shape, which I think is pretty good for brushes. So anyway, that is the Chantecaille gift with purchase. So then I went to Sephora and I picked up this palette. This is the Milk Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. And I've been wanting to get this palette for a really long time. But when it first came out on the Milk Cosmetics site, this was before, I believe, they were being carried at Sephora. It sold out fairly quickly, and then I started to see reviews that, the shadows were really great, but that a lot of them were arriving broken, that a lot of the shadows were just, really, really fragile. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just wait and see if they maybe kind of like redo the formula a little bit, or their pressing technique, or whatever it is. And then I feel like they were being carried at Sephora, and every time I've been online at Sephora, this has been sold out, but it was in stock at the Sephora here at the Fashion Show Mall. That's the one I was at. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. You guys know I'm a huge, huge fan of green eyeshadows, so I'm really excited for this. And I am a huge fan of the Melt Cosmetics, the Gemini palette, and then their 27 palette, and I like their stacks. Like, I just really like Melt Cosmetics shadows. So here's a close-up of the palette, and look at these shades. Oh my gosh. And then here's some swatches of the shades. So out of the 8 shades here, there's only 2 that are matte, which are the ones right in the middle, and then the other 6 are shimmers. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to dig into this palette. I know this palette isn't new and maybe old news to you. So if you do want me to use this in an upcoming video, just let me know down below in the comment section. I will do that, but I would imagine you guys are maybe a little bit sick of this palette by now. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section. So I went to go pay for my Smoke Sessions palette, and the beautiful sales associate that checked me out had the most incredible eye look on. It was blended. It was like a clean line, like everything you can do. She had like this big wing. It was gorgeous. So I was there with a friend, and I think we even like interrupted her. She was like telling us the total or whatever. And I was like, what is on your eyes? So she walked us over to the Artist Couture end cap and showed us what exactly was on her eyes. And it was one of the Diamond Lights finishers. And this is from Artist Couture. And this is a brand that was started by a makeup artist. I think his name is Mac Daddy. I could be totally wrong. But I think he first came out with powder highlighters that maybe Nikki Tutorials used and really just blew up the brand. And now they have these eye glitters. So she being the Sephora associate, had on the colorway Spotlight Glitz. And this is so beautiful. So here's a close-up swatch of this. And I'm always a little bit worried about loose glitters. I'm not, well, 1, I'm not a makeup artist. And 2, I'm never exactly sure like how to use them, like what's gonna happen once I put it on my eye. So all I did when I wore this one was I wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus, I picked up a little bit of the glitter, and I just swiped it on my lid. I was kind of prepared for fallout. I was prepared for it not to work. I didn't put any glitter glue down, but it seemed to work out just fine. It was really glittery. It was really beautiful on the lid, and I had maybe just a couple of little glitter like fallout by the end of the day after like an 8-hour wear. And I was really surprised. So that's all I needed was a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I was good to go. So that is Spotlight Glitz. And then I also picked up the color Nebula. This color, whoa, this color is so beautiful. So this is like a pinky purple periwinkle kind of shift color. And the girlfriend that I was with, she's actually been testing this one out. And so when she put this on with just her finger, like she just kind of patted it on, you saw a lot more of the pink shift in this Nebula color. And then the next day she wore this by like kind of wetting the brush and then putting it on, and she put on a much thicker layer, and in that way we saw a lot more of the blue and the periwinkle in her eyes. So you'll get a different effect with this. I'm not sure with the Spotlight Glitz, I haven't used this with just my fingers, but you'll get like a different kind of color reading when you use the Nebula in different ways. I really am smitten with these colors. So Spotlight Glitz and Nebula from Artist Couture. And then I also picked this up from Sephora. This is the Lilah B Lovingly Lip Tinted Lip Oil, and I got it in the shade b.elegant, and that's what the packaging looks like. I was actually a little bit surprised at, well, one, how giant this applicator is. It's really big. It looks like a giant golf club. So the texture of this is actually really interesting. It goes on kind of like a lip gloss. I thought, oh, this really isn't like a lip oil. It has a little bit of stickiness to it, but as soon as it starts to settle down, I feel like the stickiness goes away, and then like the properties of like an oil start to come out. Like it starts to feel a little bit looser and more moisturizing. So it's a really interesting formula, and I really love this color. So that's the Lilah B Lovingly Lip Tinted Lip Oil. It's really quite pretty. And then next is something that I purchased at the Estee Lauder, the cosmetics company store, their outlet store. I was there and I was actually buying some candles, which I hauled in my like favorite home fragrances video. If you guys didn't catch that, I'll link it up here if you're interested. But I just talk about some of my favorite candles and some candles that I've purchased recently. And so I was at the cosmetics company store and they had one of the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess highlighters. So I have Heat Wave, which is one that they've kind of re-promoted summer after summer, and it's golden and a little bit deep for my skin tone. This one is number 3, Mirage. Definitely too deep for my skin tone, but it is so beautiful. I couldn't pass it up. So it comes in this year's limited edition packaging, which has like the little faux tortoise there and the little faux tortoise here. And this just lifts up. It's magnetized. And then this is this year's imprint. Isn't that so pretty? I couldn't walk away without getting it, but it is definitely too deep for my skin tone. I could probably use it as like a bronze topper, but there is a swatch of it and it's just stunning. It's that, you know, Baked Gelée formula that is so beautiful. It's slightly sheer, but you can build it up. You can sheer it out even more if you want to blend it out. It's just so pretty. I don't know. Maybe I could use it as a highlight. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this in the pan, but this ring right here and then this ring right here, they have kind of like more of a copper tone to it than the rest of the pan. And so I thought this was like a two-tone highlighter, but that copper tone is just an overspray. See how it's kind of gone from here? This is where I just finger swatched. Oh no, that is way too dark for me. Well, let's just put that down here by my bronzer. Yeah, that is way too deep for me. And I completely forgot I had a cream highlighter down, and it's making this patchy because that cream is kind of making it stick. So let me just blend that out. But yeah, that one is definitely too deep as a highlight, but I can use it for my eyes. I can use it as a bronzer topper, but in any case, it is so pretty. It's so wet looking. I love these. All right, and then I picked up some skincare and some bath stuff. So I just re-upped on the La Mer, the tonic. This is the toner that I love, and I'm running low on the one that I have. So I had to pick up another one. So I got one of those. All right, and then I have some body care. So I decided to place an order with Jordan Samuel, and this is like kind of like an indie brand. He sells directly to consumers off of his website. He's an ex-ballerina and has gotten into skincare. So I purchased the Granita de Cafe body scrub. So one of my lovely subscribers here, Brenda, if you're watching, hello, thank you very much. She suggested I get this body scrub because I'm always going on and on about how much I love coffee. She was like, if you love coffee, get this body scrub. I was like, okay, I'm getting the body scrub. So I picked this up, and of course, the first thing I did when I got the package was untwist this, and it smells like a cup of coffee. I love this so much. You guys know how much I love coffee. And if you don't know, hi, I love coffee. And I don't know if you guys watch TT Soundra. She is a Canadian YouTuber, and she actually talked about this scrub. I was watching her video the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh. So she mentioned this scrub, and she said that it's a more moisturizing type of scrub versus one of those really gritty ones. She says it has like a nice amount of grit, but it's just not overly gritty. So I was kind of happy to hear that because I just have really dry skin. And so I really like body scrubs that have like a really nice heavy like oil base. So I am excited to try this. And then I also picked up his body oil. I figured I would try this out. This has a wonderful fruity scent, and I think what I'm smelling is there's like a mango citrus fruit extract blend in here. Oh my God, it smells so divine. So I had a little bit of a shipping mishap. Long story short, my package ended up getting returned to Jordan Samuel, and they were so apologetic about what had happened, even though it's not their fault. And so they asked me if there was anything from the line that I wanted to try because they had to resend out my box anyway. And I said, you know, I'd really love to try your after show treatment cleanser. It's for sensitive skin. And I was fully expecting like a little sample of it, but they threw in like a full size of it, the actual full size tube of it, and it sounds perfect for me. It's a unique gel to oil formula. It uses olive, jojoba, and grapeseed oils to help remove any trace of makeup. There's green tea, chamomile, and aloe to help provide soothing hydration. Again, music to my ears. And it's formulated without the fruit acids in the original After Show Treatment Cleanser because this is for sensitive skin. So I cannot wait to try this. I'm really, really excited. And thank you so much to Jordan Samuel Skin for throwing this in, even though the shipping mishap was like no one's fault. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so, so much. Okay, so let's move on to PR stuff. That is all the stuff that I've purchased myself. And since we're talking about body stuff, let me show you something that was sent to me from Retrouvé. Thank you so much, by the way. You guys know Retrouvé makes the Luminous Cleansing Elixir, which is my all-time like ride or die, cannot live without second cleanse. So they were really generous in sending me their latest release, which is their Ultimate Balm Body Oil. I can't wait to try this. I love their packaging. It's all very, very unisex. Everything's packaged in like black, and I love that. But let's go ahead and open this up. I love this packaging. It's like if I were to come up with packaging, I feel like it would look like this. So beautiful. Oh, and there's a nice pump at the top. Open and close. So there's a nice like mechanism at the top here that kind of locks this closed, which is nice. And then there's a cap on top. So they recommend massaging it onto damp body skin after bathing, showering, or any time to leave skin supremely hydrated. Intended to remain on the skin. Excess may be patted dry before dressing. All right, thank you very, very much to Retrouvé for sending this over. This is just so beautiful. Thank you very, very much. And then in some of my recent videos, I've been using some Wander Beauty stuff because they were so generous in sending me like a nice smattering of some of their products from their line. But there's one thing that I just haven't gotten a chance to use or to show you yet, and that is their Wondrous Seascape eyeshadow palette. So I just wanted to show you guys this. This eyeshadow palette isn't new or anything, and you may have already seen this on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, but I thought I would show you anyway because it's so pretty. First of all, it's a really great travel size, which I think is what Wander Beauty is known for. So here is the palette. So we have a lot of shimmers in here, and then we have one matte shade, which is what I would guess you would use as a transition shade if you are pale like I am. Here are some close-up swatches of this palette. So the top row here, you guys can probably see it in the swatches. Not only are those shades like really satiny and shimmery and metallic, but they also have little micro glitters in there. So just wanted to mention that. I know some people don't like them. I don't mind them in eyeshadow. I don't really like them in face products, but I definitely don't mind them in eyeshadow. So I'm gonna try and use this over the next couple of weeks and give you guys some feedback. But if you do want like a dedicated video to this, or you want to make sure I use this in an upcoming video, like a get ready with me, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. So just let me know down below in the comment section. And then By Terry sent me a nice little package here. I was so pleased. I was so pleased that they reached out to me and they asked if they could send me these things. I was like, of course, I love By Terry. So they sent me their Hydra powder. It's the powder that they have. It's like a loose powder that has hyaluronic acid in there. And I even told the contact there, I said, look, this is a powder that I tested way back in the day, and I actually didn't like it. I have very dry skin, and I know this loose powder is meant for dry skin. It's supposed to be very hydrating, but it just didn't seem to work for me. I just want to let you know, I'm happy to either not receive it, I'm happy to try it again or whatever. And I told her I was happy to receive any like tips from their team if there was any sort of application tips. So she sent along some tips and she said, you know, give it another shot, let us know. But I thought that was really nice and spoke very, very highly of By Terry, that they're willing to send this to me, even though I did not have a great experience with it the first time. So I think I will give this powder another shot, and maybe I'll do like an all-day wear test for you guys if you're interested. Because since I filmed the first video on this, I definitely have a lot more experience with loose powders, and I am curious to kind of try it again myself. So they sent that over to me, and they sent over the dual-ended face brush because in their tips they recommended their face brush, and I said by all means I'd be happy to give it a shot. So this is what that brush looks like. I'm not the biggest fan of dual-ended brushes because I can't just stick them in my brush cup, but that's not to say that these brushes aren't great. So this looks like a nice kind of like flat paddle foundation brush, and then here's a really nice, ooh, it's soft, really nice powder brush. So I have this now to try with the loose powder, and then they also sent over the Hyaluronic Hydra-Primer. This is a colorless Hydra filler. It's micro resurfacing, multi-zones base, no pores, no lines, matte finish. So that's what this product looks like. I feel like I've seen this on their site. Yeah, I definitely want to give this a shot. I don't have giant pores. I mean, I have bigger pores right here, but I definitely have little wrinkles. So I definitely want to give this a shot too. So maybe I'll use the primer and the powder in like an all-day wear test. Let me know what you guys think of that. Thank you so much to By Terry. I really appreciate you sending me these products, so thank you very much. And then I also got a really lovely box from this brand, and I'm just gonna hold it up to you because I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. And I've never heard of them before, but they sent me their organic face oil, and it just sounds absolutely wonderful. So the card says they launched their first luxury face oil, Revitalize Nutrient Organic Face Oil. It's a sophisticated blend of 15 organic botanical extracts. So here's what the box looks like. Quite lovely. It has like a little faux like wax seal here. And there's the oil inside. It really looks quite lovely. So the first ingredient is jojoba seed oil, and then it's followed by rosehip seed oil, camellia seed oil, argan kernel oil, chia seed oil, prickly pear seed oil, avocado fruit oil, sea buckthorn berry, and seed CO2, which is a certified organic ingredient. Evening primrose seed oil, non-GMO, vitamin E, carrot root, pomegranate, grape seed. There is lavender essential oil in here, rosemary essential oil, and jasmine flower extract. So being that I have very sensitive skin, I'm definitely going to have to take this one slow because of the essential oils in here, but they are way down on the ingredient list, so I'm not too worried about it. But let's just take a sniff here. It smells very organic, let me tell you. There's definitely no added fragrance or anything, which is great. And I smell just a little bit of the lavender, but really not that much, which makes me happy too. And it is manufactured in the USA, and it is certified organic by Oregon TILF. I guess that's an organic organization. So thank you very much for sending over this oil. I'm really excited to give it a shot. Okay, and last but certainly not least, Charlotte Tilbury sent me something. I have no idea what's in here. I thought we would unbox this together, but I've never received anything from Charlotte Tilbury before. So I'm really excited, and I'm just pleased as punch that they sent me something. So let's go ahead and open this together. I'm just gonna take this ribbon off. This is such a beautiful box. I guess this is their gift wrapping box. I've never done that before. This cover's on here a little snugly. All right, cover off. Let's open this up. Oh, nice. It looks like they sent me a whole bunch of stuff. They sent me their magic cream, and I have not tried this in a while, but I'm willing to try this again. It didn't really work out for me, but this was when she first came out with it. And my skin has changed quite a bit and is continuously changing. Ooh, so this is the magic cream. What a pretty bottle. I'm excited to give this another shot. And next we have the Full Fat Lashes 5-Star Mascara. This I don't think I've tried. I think I've tried her Legendary Mascara. Yeah, but I have not tried the Full Fat Lashes. So I'm excited to give this a shot. Ooh, and her Wonder Glow. This is her primer that has like a little bit of a sheen to it. So that is what that looks like. So this was a product I actually ordered during the Sephora VIB sale, and it caught me off guard because I didn't realize that it had like teeny tiny micro glitters in there. I really thought it was gonna be, well, I thought it was going to be like a toned down, lighter version of her Hollywood Flawless filter, but it has a little bit more shimmer than that, where that is just kind of like a pearly sheen. This has a little bit more shimmer in it. So this is another product I need to give another shot. And then, oh, the Feline Flick. This I've never tried either, and I've always been interested. So this is her liquid eyeliner. Let me see if there's a color. I think there's just one color, but it's a quick, fine line, and it has like a felt tip to it. Oh, awesome. So I'm excited to try that. And then they also sent over a lip cheat in Pillow Talk. I have a backup of this already, so I think I'll put this aside for a future giveaway. And then they also sent me the Matte Revolution in Pillow Talk, which I already have, so this will also go into a giveaway for one of you guys. And then they also included a Film Star Bronze and Glow in the shade Fair to Medium. This is one of my favorite products from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm actually like almost hitting pan in the highlight. It's like really dipped in there. So I'm really excited to have a backup of this because I love it. This is one of those products that if I hit pan or ran out of or lost, I would run out and get another one immediately, like no hesitation. And then they sent over a blush in the shade Ecstasy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have this one already. So this will go into a giveaway for you guys, but this is such a beautiful color and one that I don't think a lot of people talk about. You know, people always talk about First Love and now Pillow Talk, but this one, it's such a beautiful, like, bright color. I'm not going to touch it. This is going to go into a giveaway for one of you guys because this is such a great blush. All right, so those are all the wonderful things that Charlotte Tilbury sent over to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A big thank you to all the companies that sent me things to review and share with you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much. Without you guys, my subscribers and viewers, I wouldn't have companies sending me their lovely products. So a big thank you to you guys. And that is it for this haul video. So don't forget to let me know down below in the comment section if you want dedicated videos or you just want to make sure that I use any of these products like in an upcoming video, like in a get ready with me or something. Just let me know down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.